Hey, what's up? You're listening to the Sip Sip Show. Nama saya Egan. I am with siapa nama kau?
Steffi.
From Anak org. Tapi bukan in capacity of anak. Sebab semua orang anak saya culik sudah pergi sip-sip. Mengamuk sudah bini saya. Coba kau cerita, kenapa, apa keminatan kau dengan seni ni?
Okay. Actually my first minat with art is through fashion lah. That's why I took diploma and then degree in fashion. And then lepas tu, and then I realized that I'm not a very technical punya person. Then I lagi suka teori lah. So konon masa my masters, I took something yang more into liberal and theory based studies, which is art history. And konon lah mau jadi lecturer tapi tidak jadi. So beginilah saja.
Tapi keminatan tu masih ada lah.
Of course masih ada.
Okay. So hari ini this I think this is the third episode for this mini series. Kita akan review artwork. This is actually a review series on the Meraki exhibition happening in the Sabah Art Gallery. Hosted by the Sabah Art Gallery, curated by Sarah Ahmad and Intan Hamzah. So we thank you for all the support lah, you guys. So hari ni, last episode was Azlan Dulikap's Sabda Alam. So this week kita akan review yang dengan tidak malunya untuk mereview siapa ni, Rosmaini Sunarjo punya kerja. His title is Dream Theatre. Macam nama rock band siut. So Dream Theatre is a selectee, a winner if you may, for the recent karya perdana tahunan negeri Sabah tahun 2023. So one of the winners lah. So tahun tu kan ada, they don't want to say winners. Dia mau cakap dia terpilih jadi karya perdana, because dia ada banyak bukan banyak, macam ada a few people yang kena select as karya perdana bah. So you cannot really say siapa menang siapa kalah. Dia cuma terpilih lah gitu. So okay, kita start dengan Dream Theatre, ting gitu. Apa yang kau nampak sini, Steph?
Okay, of course yang paling menarik perhatian saya the face of the perempuan tua lah yang di tengah-tengah tu. Itu yang catch my eye. And then the flying, I would say flying sumandak lah kan.
Flying sumandak.
Sumandak macam.
Yeah.
Flying sumandak ada berapa sana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, those two lah paling catch my eye. And then I feel like macam baru I want to macam go mendekati, mau tengok what else other details yang ada, which is saya nampak. And then ada bangunan orang bilang bangunan yang significant lah di Sabah atau di KK, I would say KK. And also the boats betul-betul mengingatkan saya di area KK juga lah, yang di tepi di waterfront tu ada boat. It looks like that dengan dekat dengan pasar basah di KK tu. Dengan I think the way he painted the sea, the waves, something yang I think tersendiri, unik. It looks like tidak nampak macam wave, nampak macam thorn pun ada, macam duri lah begitu.
Okay. Apa yang saya nampak pula, dia punya frame. So kalau kau tengok si Rosmaini punya frame is confirm lah DIY. dia cakap dia punya title is Dream Theater. So this looks like a puppet theater thing yang kata yang kalau wayang
betul.
lama-lama orang British yang dia bawa those puppet apa kau panggil tu?
It's part of the circus kata begitu
Ya,
tak?
lebih kurang. So this looks like that. Lepas tu ada macam ornamentation di atas tu macam tengkorak. Ada the sad and happy face of. I mean it's I guess dia mau cakap betul-betul yang ini barang teater lah. So nampak lagi dia macam as if it's painted by people yang memang kerja di teater. So ada macam salah-salah, ada discoloration di bawah. Padahal ini barang masih baru. Tapi it looks old.
Ya, itulah dia ada efek yang dia bagi efek vintage begitu tu.
Ya. Kalau kau dia plywood yang kiri kanan kan dia betul-betul macam mau bikin ini barang jadi theater. If you look closely, the bottom panel itu frame tu kan, there's actually wooden stage tu di sana.
Okay.
And tidak nampak dari sini lah. Tapi kalau kau dekat-dekat kan, it looks like wooden panels ni. So macam I think he was having fun ni waktu dia lukis ni barang sebab sangat detail. Yang saya suka pasal ni barang kan, it looks Sabahan because banyak itu elemen-elemen yang
sangat
kau bilang tu kan. But ada juga yang bikin kau terfikir macam kau tu yang Smashing Pumpkins punya video klip ni.
Yes.
Ada tu bulan, itu bintang pun ada. Itu matahari yang sangat kena carve out into this bergantung punya ornaments, and then the drapes satu macam bluish, satu greenish something.
Dia punya composition dia not Sabahan, macam western sikit, ada a bit pop culture punya composition, tapi dia punya elemen tetap elemen Sabahan lah.
Oh iyalah. I like how this thing reminds me of, kau tahu itu all these Renaissance painting yang ada Mother Mary pegang Jesus,
yes.
ada Raphael, ada Michelangelo terbang. Not Michelangelo the artist, Michelangelo the archangel.
Ya, betul. The flying sumandak,
kan,
macam
it
angels,
like, they look like those Renaissance angels. But I don't know, could this have some kind of a similar meaning? Let's say lah, because the figure yang tengah-tengah tu pun macam motherly-ish. Tapi bukan dia pegang orang lah, dia pegang kita punya bangunan pentadbiran gitu.
Bangunan pentadbiran dengan kita punya nature, aset kita lah kiranya.
So macam, could this be administrative, political / or in one hand and then in the other is nature and something natural gitu. Kita ada juga Rimba, anak sis Tipong. Hi Rimba.
Hi,
what did you draw?
Hi.
Malatup speaker. Hello, that's nice. So Rimba is drawing the background, so once in a while kamu akan dengar dia suara.
Okay, of course memang the first thing saya nampak memang terus terasa ada political message of it lah. Dari the bangunan pentadbiran saja pun terus ada. Terus saya boleh nak tangkap dari situlah. And then lama-lama you can see from the face of the old lady, and then nampak itu, I would say yang di tangan sebelah dia pegang bangunan, tangan sebelah dia pegang nature. So dari situ boleh rasa sudahlah dia memang ada message yang orang bilang strong lah, message yang kuat.
I think dia punya apa orang panggil main protagonist, dia punya starring di sini, dia punya the main person to look at is this old lady figure ni lah. And then ada for some reason she has roots on her head yang tumbuh pokok-pokok, and the tree. I mean, Rosmini suka lukis figures with things on their heads like headdress. Tapi bukan
Yeah.
bukan bilang siga, bukan bilang songkok atau tudung. It's more of human made, rumah, bangunan, stilts, and it's repetitive in his work. But tapi kan this one is not human made. This is a tree. Yang lain kan semua kalau nampak pokok, rumah panjang, rumah orang rungus.
Yeah.
Depending on what baju itu orang pakai. Kalau dia pakai macam orang bajau punya, then I assume that's rumah bajau lah.
Yeah.
Tapi ini pokok. And then kalau kau tengok dia punya baju, it looks like a, I don't know, I assume it's a singlet, sleeveless baju, but there's writings, but
Yes.
it's lyrics of the Sabah Tanah Airku. So the writing is in gold paint and the baju itself is black. So macam kau ingat baju tradisi yang selalu kita nampak time kamatan gitu, yang kadazan dusun punya style gitulah. But not exactly that lah, but it has that kind of a feel gitu. So I'm guessing this person is like nature Bobolian-ish
Yeah.
priestess yang represent the land and sea.
Yeah.
Konon, saya rasa.
You know what? I fikir like when I saw you said the main lady is like the Bobolian kan, and tapi muka dia muka sad or frustrated begitu. Then I think balik the flying Sumanda kan all smiley, senyum. You know what reminds me of like top 6 untuk ngadau. Like to paint everything cantik.
Oh wow,
nice.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because kan macam kalau untuk ngadau macam top 6, top 7
Memang
gitu.
top 7 bahkan.
Ya, top 7 selalunya yang
So is she the 7th? Alamak.
tidak
kasihan
sampai
ni.
7 kah tu, 6 kah?
Nah, ini babu ni yang ke-7.
I don't know, mungkin yang old lady tu dia, that's the truth lah, yang semua menyedihkan kah apa, I don't know, tapi the sad truth. But the flying Sumandak something like untuk ngadau yang cantik, yang happy, yang represent everything. It's nice in here, it's pretty gitu kah? Yeah, I don't know, I saw it like that already. Yeah.
I don't know, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the lady, let's assume lah, she is the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
Deforestation, all these political unrest. And then the Sumandaks are, I don't know. Let's see this in a positive note lah.
Yeah.
Could they bring good news?
Yeah.
Yang bring hope, I guess.
Yes.
Or are they used? Because kalau kau tengok kan, macam sekejap let me confirm this. Sekejap. Saya fikir dulu.
Terus.
Okay, saya nampak sudah. These so-called flying Sumandaks are not flying. They are puppets. So ada
tali.
Ada tali yang mengangkat dirang yang make them seem
Isn't
flying.
that obvious? Tali.
So okay, di borderline bahaya so kita punya review ni. So Rosmini is, I think the play on the theme theatre is very strong here. But
Yes.
the borderline where he draws theatre and Sabah culture sangat I guess the word is apa yang ngamnya. Saya mau cakap dangerous, but I feel like when you see movements macam tu and then strings attached and then itu tangan tiada, siapa yang control di Sumandaks to fly like that, then you want to say ada tangan-tangan gaib begitu.
Yes.
And who is moving these people? I didn't see this mula-mula. Oh my god. Okay. Let's
Okay.
supaya kita tidak kena cancel.
I like the one yang anu juga lah because ada both gunung dan laut in
Oh, yeah.
dalam the painting. So it features like the two elements lah. Or bukan elemen macam yang kita punya pride, our sea and our mountains in Sabah. Inside this one artwork.
I love the fact that the mountain, all these things yang kau nampak di depan kau ni kan, may actually be not real. Sebab it's a theater,
Yes.
it's a prop begitu. So itu laut dia sangat-sangat nampak macam prop.
Yeah.
Macam yang kayu kena potong-potong tu dia
Yeah,
bentuk
yeah, I know.
ombak gitu kan.
Yang theater show punya.
Terus kena kasih goyang-goyang macam
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins punya video clip.
Itu betul.
And then the mountain is, I mean, I guess it's a very good painting. Let's say like if Rosmaini is playing on the image macam macam betul kan, kemudian begitu, but it's on theater, like it's an artwork in an artwork.
Yes.
Tapi the only real thing yang saya nampak sini is the Bobolian. I assume I'm giving her the name sudah. She's the Bobolian here. And also the water coming out from the pipes of the buildings, and also the air terjun. Yeah, the water coming out from the administrative building, from the sewers, and then the water seeping out from what I see from here is the air terjun.
It's
Macam
like
itu saja elements yang betul.
It's combination of water, dia macam water mengalir tapi satu in a modern punya way, satu in the like natural punya way.
Okay, ini mengundang masalah lagi ni. This painting was done before there was this demonstration di apa di that building tu lah yang kita tengok sekarang ni.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention mana lah, nanti susah lagi kita. So there was a demonstration demanding for I guess clean and consistent water supply, begitulah. And weird enough that this painting kan macam ada that connotation. I'm not saying that Rosmaini is telling you that saya sudah tahu ni barang lama sudah, but then again this issue memang sudah lama lah.
Yeah.
It's only obvious that people are starting to express about it.
Kau terasa tu bangunan dia semua yang government punya building, the gallery, the library, yayasan, pentadbiran.
Oh ya kah?
Ya,
Wait,
semua
kejap.
macam semua government related
Rabu
lah.
gitu. Ya kan, di bawah ada bangunan pentadbiran is smaller versions of other state government buildings.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure what I'm seeing here right now, because if the messages is, I guess we are seeing mixed messages here. Kita cuma boleh tahu from the artist himself lah.
Yes.
Kita take 5 sekejap.
Okay, boleh.
Kejap ada benda saya mau kasih confirm. Welcome back to the Sip Sip Show. Makin kami mau mereview ni artwork, macam makin bikin takut pula.
Iya.
Kita teruskan ke ni? Teruskan ya?
Ya, okay lah. Boleh saja.
Okay. If you read the description, dia cerita yang all these people are actually actors. Tapi tadi awal-awal, if you see apa yang kami nampak, kami punya perspektif, like what we said lah, the Bobolian, the 6 finalists of Unduk Ngadau, because they're so pretty, ni cantik-cantik. So upon knowing this description, now we know, macam makin kuat lagi perasaan yang sebenarnya diorang ni cuma orang-orang yang digunakan.
Yes.
Kenapa kita punya review ni makin jadi jahat ni? Okay, let's move away from the six figures and the babolian. Let's go down to the because di bawah this composition shows 1, 2, 3, 4
boat, yeah.
and then ada satu rumah
Yes.
on stilts
Rumah
on the water.
rumah atas air.
ini yang aku takut buat cerita ni. Cuba Timung.
Rumah as I said lah, it okay, sekarang saya nampakkan lain lagi. Saya fikir, kenapa rumah yang atas air tu tidak di atas kepala anyone? Sebab semua ada rumah di atas ataupun dia mau cuba tunjukkan yang di Sabah ni kita punya laut bukan ada boat saja, ada rumah juga, begitu. So yeah.
Mungkin betul lah, she is a representative of nature. Could it be?
The sea, I think nothing much I can tell from this. Just itulah my persoalan is, why does the house not atas kepala, ataupun adakah rumah itu mau menunjukkan yang di Sabah ini laut kita bukan saja untuk boat, untuk apa orang bilang tempat tinggal juga lah, ada rumah juga. Begitu.
Ada juga orang yang tinggal di laut
yes,
gitu.
ya macam gitulah.
Okay, the next point is going to be very so, okay lah. We're not saying that Rosmaini is pushing the envelope here, tapi these are all issues yang memang uniquely Sabahan.
Yes.
So the Gunung Kinabalu is uniquely Sabahan, the Undung Adau is Sabahan, the administrative building, nature, semua itulah, and the tanah air kusong on the Baju. Now tengah hot pasal that element yang rumah atas air, because there's a mix how you say narrative di sini. Ada yang locals, ada yang migrants, ada yang undocumented, ada yang everything in between. So these are, we can say, people yang ada kebanyakan dirang. Susah je mau cakap kebanyakan. Okay, a few numbers yang memang tinggal di sana, a few numbers yang tidak tempat, they are marginalized and they have to live there. And satu lagi yang sejak awal dirang ni kan memang bukan bilang dirang ditempatkan di sana and they live a long time. They memang di laut lah dirang punya kehidupan.
Yes.
And they have no interest to go anywhere else. And I guess that house represent this narrative. Si Ros tidak elaborate panjang pasal ini isu dalam dia punya work pun. Satu biji saya rumah dia, tingkap pun kecil, tidak orang dalam tu tingkap. Ada orang dalam tu? Coba kita tengok.
Macam tidak, tapi okay.
Tidak orang dalam tu rumah, and the house is, I guess it's empty lah. Tidak orang sana. Yes, Rimba? So now I have 3 of your drawings. Okay, sambung. So they tidak elaborate much. The house is just a house with one langsir. Tidak orang dalam tu. And he left the subject matter open lah. So it's open for interpretation. Apa yang kami review ni pun mungkin pasal sebab kami ada itu input baru-baru ni dari TikTok, dari social media about all these things yang tengah berlaku di Sabah lah. And maybe that triggered a lot of memories pasal incident tu lah. Which is nice lah, si Ros kasih taruh that one symbol di sana tu, kalau macam it reminds you of what is good, what is bad, what needs to be done. Saya rasa lah. Kau ada opinion on this?
I think it's a reminder that ada golongan, macam wujudnya golongan apalah yang tinggal di atas laut, di dalam ke di Sabah ni. Macam sebab kita boleh nampak di sini from the flying Sumandak punya baju-baju kan, it's like dia ada feature lah hampir macam generally semua kaum di etnik di Sabah. Tapi mungkin tidak termasuk yang masyarakat adat laut. So dia mungkin dia kasih selit di sana di laut. Saya rasa begitu untuk macam reminder kepada semua yang wujudnya masyarakat yang tinggal di laut. Sebab dari segi yang kostum flying Sumandak tu, I can see kayak ada kadazan dusun, ada bajau.
But
And
not really from the
yeah.
culture yang
Yeah.
di laut kan?
Yang the mainstream etnik lah. So he really study the ethnicity punya identity.
Sekarang saya rasa macam I still feel that this is an unduk ngadau kind of event sebab it's a stage.
Yeah.
There's pretty ladies there, and then it's just them. I mean, I'm not saying that in a negative tone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I see. It's a stage because we're so used to KDCA
Yes.
being the biggest stage for the state level Unduk Adau, and then here you have pretty smiling flying ladies,
Yes.
and it fits the imagination, I guess.
Betul.
Terus yang dia punya audience are people yang bekerja, yang in the boats, in the houses, in yalah, di bawah lah. Okay, let's go to our can we go to our personal thoughts on this?
Personal thoughts. Okay.
What do you like and what do you don't like?
What I like is the use of the colors, and then the framing kan dia warna merah bah. So it's like it totally differs lah from dia punya usual painting yang macam di canvas saja, tapi ini ada framing warna merah. So and then I also like the macam I feel like di sini dia banyak guna color yang pastel-ish gitu. No, not really pastel-ish lah, but the tone biru dia it's something yang modern, yang contemporary punya biru. So I think it looks refreshing.
Teal gitu.
Yeah, teal, turquoise, baby blue, something like that. So kalau saya memang sedap di mata saya lah, sedap memandang.
Anything else?
And also the flying Sumandak dia punya kostum tu kan, it's very detailed. I can see yang memang dia ada study lah, certain ethnics punya baju. So yeah, itu I like that part lah, ya begitu.
In that sense, when you say study kan, continue the boat, the buildings, the mountain, the tree, semua benda-benda yang kau boleh create, tapi kan you need to have some kind of a research to give the details.
Yes, betul
kan?
Yeah.
Dia punya color, I mean dia punya boat betul-betul nampak macam color of those boats yang ada di dekat pasar sana tu.
Ya, betul.
Terus ada lagi diorang punya tetap semangat ke apa tu yang all
ada
this
kata-kata
semangat kalau kau seterang di laut.
I bet the air terjun pun must be based on a real punya.
Oh yeah, betul.
Yeah. I don't think he just like paint a random air terjun. It must be some real, the real air terjun yang ada di sini lah.
Yalah.
Yeah.
I mean, props to Rosmaini lah. Memang kalau kau jumpa the real thing on site, macam the building, those boats, these people, the costumes they're wearing, memang hampir sama ni.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you don't like?
Yeah, I think this can be like a poster or every time bermulanya campaign politik. Campaign politik. This is like this. Apa artwork will describe the orang bilang the suasana environment masa tu lah begitu. A poster for the for orang bilang fasa bermulanya campaign politik dan begitulah.
Kalaulah ada parti-parti politik yang mau ada approach yang artistic,
gitu.
I guess this is like the right artwork for propaganda.
Mungkin boleh juga.
We're not saying that this is propaganda art, but it can be used for that. And saya rasa kalau politik segala-gala pun boleh pakai.
Iya.
Yang tidak punya benda pun boleh jadi.
Kau tahu pas
isu.
teringat terus ada soundtrack yang
Ya betul lah, because you actually can listen to this artwork. Kau boleh dengar ni. Okay.
Itulah kalau macam kalau
itu
dia
bukan
kena
hate.
enhance
That's not what you don't like.
Tidak yang don't like you. I like it.
Kan?
Yeah.
Yang mau dibenci ni ya.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this juga lah. What I like about this is there is details di semua bahagian.
Yes.
Dari dia punya frame,
Betul.
pergi dia punya orang-orang, pergi even the clouds, the moon, the everything that is shaped in this artwork is carefully thought through. Tidak benda, I mean no wonder because I saw the process of him painting bah. Oh itu ada.
Masa dia buat ni?
Ada cerita lagi lah. Yeah, it took like a long time to finish. Dia macam the layers kan tidak pandai habis ni.
Oh gila.
Sikit. Rosmaini punya cara kerja, I can say ada sikit macam Andy Romeo Delight. Ada itu kesabaran yang sangat tidak logik.
I can imagine lah.
So there's a backstory about the portrait of the Bobolian. It was actually someone else's portrait. Someone prominent juga, someone political juga. Kalau kamu mau tahu dan kamu kena visit this artwork, probably give the artist a visit and ask him on your own lah. Saya tidak mau cerita, itu cara saya untuk promote DP artis lah. So okay, what I don't like about the artwork, okay, kita rehat sekejap. Ada penaja yang sangat besar. Okay, we are back. Tadi ada some guests yang bawa anak. I mean the kid is still here, so we are still going to listen to the screaming later. So sekejap lah. Okay, what I don't like about this artwork, I don't know what's not to like. Maybe the point that this artwork shows, it shows details, tapi macam kau tidak puas ni yang kenapa tu rumah satu biji di sana. At least kasih tambah 2-3 kali.
Ada jiran-jiran dia.
Ya, kenapa this untuk Ngadau Ladies tidak ada yang ethnicity yang lain, so that we don't have to be biased and say that it's a untuk Ngadau kind of thing. Kalau dia bilang ada I don't know, Bajau, ada etnik yang color dia lain sikit dari sana. Or maybe he was going for the black punya costume color, maybe, I don't know. I guess apa yang saya tidak puas hati tengok di sini is what the things yang saya tidak puas hati is actually the things yang I'm actually okay with bah. Macam Rosmaini leaves the subject matter open-ended, so he leaves people in a questioning punya state. Bila kau nampak ni tu, kenapa begini, kenapa begitu, kenapa begini.
Yes.
I guess this artwork memang wants you to question things after you consume it. So I don't know if that is a dislike. Macam saya suka juga lah ni kat. Susah mau cakap saya suka.
Yes.
I guess last question before we wrap up is, would you suggest this to kejap, satu lagi, dua soalan. What do you suggest that can be done with this artwork?
Can be done.
Selain dari propaganda poster.
What can I think we can teach a generation, a younger generation, atau siapa-siapa lah orang bukan Sabah kah, like when people say how is the situation in Sabah, then you tampal saya ni apa this artwork tu, this is how it feels like gitu, that describe the whole thing. You know, kan guna medium untuk mengajar atau menunjukkan satu situasi begitulah. Yeah.
Betul juga kan. So it doesn't feel like these so-called students are being spoon-fed. Dia orang kena, kami kasih kau ideas, so you interpret it on your own. Good or bad, I'm not sure.
As someone yang study art history kan, when nanti 20-30 tahun akan datang, karena tampal nih taruh ini dalam buku teks sekolah, dalam buku apa, so then you can tell already so many things, you can study so many things. Macam yang iyalah art history punya teori begitu kan. So kalau macam nanti 50 years later dalam subjek art atau subjek history, dan ini salah satu dia punya reference kena tunjuk, dan how do you describe the situation, macam those painting yang yang macam the painting yang di Louvre yang the coronation of Napoleon begitu, something like a painting that depicts a historical event. Something like that lah.
Even those paintings were romanticized. Napoleon tinggi sikit,
yes.
budak dia besar sikit. I guess this fits the bill. Macam boleh
Okay. Nanti kalau ada rezeki saya mengajar, bolehlah saya guna ni untuk kasih kena students saya.
Bikin workshop apa sini? Sabah history in artworks, in art forms.
Yes, betul.
That can be a thing.
I think I can thank si Rosmaini lah for summarize the situation well.
Betul. What I suggest is to make this thing into like household items. Macam bukan bilang barang-barang di dapur di apa entah, but it can be an image yang you see almost every day. Like turn it into stickers, posters, something that you can print, t-shirt ke apa, and repeat the image as much as you can, so that people can consume it not just in a gallery. Mangkali pergi jadi coaster for coffee table, stuff like that lah. Itulah suggestion saya. Tahu lah ngam kan tidak, but I want to see this artwork repeated banyak kali lah gitu. Okay, last question. Do you recommend people to come here and watch this thing?
See? Definitely. People need to know the details yang this artwork, and also macam mana you can rasa to effort when you see all the little details, macam like you say lah, consume art.
It's like a film. This type of artwork kan bikin kau rasa macam ada
satu level yang kepuasan yang tercapai begitu.
Kau pun puas, terus kau pun nampak dia punya proses pun banyak. Okay lah, I think saya pun recommend people to see this. It's very it's filled with information, and it leaves you with a lot of questions. It also gives you space to add in your own imagination yang
Yeah.
what if and what if. Yalah, datanglah kamu sini.
Ya,
Berapa
betul.
kau bayar tiket tadi?
RM5 saja.
RM5 saja. Tolonglah.
Ya.
Yeah, I guess for this episode, this is it. Okay lah, this is me, Egan with Steffi,
Ya.
and thanks for listening. I guess kami sengaja tidak terlalu visual. I was contemplating mau video kah tidak, but if we video this thing kan, then you would have some kind of a imagination on what
Ya,
this thing looks like.
betul.
So kalau kamu mau tengok how it looks like, then come to the gallery
Ya.
before the 14th of July and see what we're talking about. Okay lah, this has been a Sip show, a Meraki installation, and we'll see you in the next episode lah. Bye.
Bye.